And we are live. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. And you're watching AoK Championship Wrestling. We got 9 matches. We're going to get started right off the gate. Right off the gate? Right out the gate. Fuck the gate. We're getting started. Gaming Duelist, welcome in. Got yourselves a Kendo stick match tonight. The Hero against KX. That's right, KX. I know. But you guys are so evenly matched. As KX and the Hero have battled across WCW and off and on through AoK in triple threat matches, and by golly, we're going to settle it here tonight for the two. Somebody's going to get turned into toothpicks. You heard. Waiting for the red button. Can we get a red button? Anybody? There's the red button. Somebody in the goddamn truck. Give me just a moment. We're going to let Wayne Kerr take over with those introductions. The War Raiders. Big Bad Adam Boone. Connor Riley, the Torpedo, led by their manager and stablemate, James Coleman. Two-on-two action tonight as they take on Leon Oscuro and the New End Nightmare of the Shadow Syndicate. Two members who don't normally see tagged together, but tonight we will. Two members of the Shadow Syndicate. The War Raiders back to a trio. And we will see their former tag partner, Tawfik, go up against Grizz Kuklinski here just a little bit later tonight. But enough about that. Let's head back over to the ramp area, up to the stage. The New End Nightmare behind the wheel tonight. The Gaming Duelist got those tickling them ivories. Over there in the chat. Oh, just in time, Gaming. You're about to get an ad break, in 1 moment, literally 50 seconds. Get enough to see the entrance. Hopefully, you won't miss too much of the opening sequence here. Is Leon Oscuro in the ring with a mask, the masked man of this matchup. Member of the Shadow Syndicate, his tag team partner, the New End Nightmare, the leader of the Shadow Syndicate. Big Bad gonna start it out for his team. New End Nightmare starting it out for the Shadow Syndicate. War Raiders, here we go. And Boone coming in tough. A one-handed toss. And folks, we will be back in 2 and 2. OTM, grab a seat. Shut the fuck up. Just kidding. Drop your keys. Back suplex on the ring apron. Sorry for the long pause there. I couldn't think what the hell that move was called. I couldn't spit it out. A back suplex on the end. A New End Nightmare sliding out of the ring with a big right hand as our colleagues here scatter. The referee continues his count. And Leon trying to keep Connor from getting back in the ring. A New End Nightmare sent to the side. Connor back in before the count of 10. He takes a cheap shot drop kick. Oh, shot to the back of the head by the New End Nightmare. Coleman up on the ring apron, taking the elbow, taking the corner pad off. We get a tag. Boone, your legal person. Here we go. Boot to the midsection. And a quick cover here, Boone. Coleman pointing out to the referee that it's dangerous there in the corner with that pad being missing. Again, Coleman under the ring as Boone and Connor double team action here. Into the ropes. Nightmare. Not catching quite all of that that moonsault kick. I felt a little bit off, man. Damn it. What's going on here? Nah, I know what's up. I know what's up. What's up is going down, brother. New End Nightmare lines up Connor Riley. I mean, he popped him dead square in the chin. And Connor, what a reverse. What an answer back. We got a tag Shadow Syndicate double team maneuver here. Double backstabber. Ouch. Flaming Bud. Lines it up. Connor working over Leon Oscuro. It wasn't too bad of a deal, was it, Gaming? Didn't have you out too terribly long, did we? About 2 minutes? A minute and a half, 2 minutes? I'm not sure what they're set for. I really don't. Riley. Looking for a cover. New End Nightmare making that break. And again, into the corner. And up to the top rope, Connor. The torpedo taking high risk here. We're going way top. Boone helping steady the rope. Spanish fly moonsault from the top rope. Leon Oscuro trying to get across the ring, and I think Connor might let him do it. New End Nightmare tagged in, and man, Leon real slow to get up. Real slow to get up. Up and over. Big backdrop by the New End Nightmare. And Riley taking care of business here by himself outside the ring. Turns his attention back to Leon. Cobra clutch suplex. Nightmare taking out Boone off the ring apron, but Connor hits the recoil. Ooh, and I thought that was it. Very close 2 count. Very close 2 count. Whip into the corner. Hard into that corner. Damn. The whip reversal. Connor slammed into the same corner that that jerk outside the ring. What's his name? Coleman. that's the same guy. The same corner Coleman took the quarter pad off of. Connor Riley feeling the effects of that. Locks it up. Reverses it. New End Nightmare. Again, with another reversal. And again, Connor finds that corner pad, that knuckle. Bear and Coleman, mind your business, Coleman. Sit your ass down and stand in the corner and just do manager things. Like that. Yes, sir. Joe finally getting over there and fixing the corner pad. The Shadow Syndicate getting an opportunity here. Maybe turn things around for them. Leon not spending much time in the ring after that. There's 2 top rope maneuvers from Connor Riley. The second one being that big Spanish fly. Into the corner again. We're going to see. He's got him tied up. Out there in the Joey Lawrence Garden. The Tree of Woe. Look at this. Leon sending Coleman into the ring. Yeah. Look at this. Leon. Double team over here. These two are tearing Connor Riley up. Boone being especially patient over there on the ring apron. As the double team action has gone on, Boone hasn't done much as far as interference in the matchup. Where Coleman, on the other hand, big power slam off the ropes on Connor. Leon Oscuro turns it upside down. We could be looking at the end of this. Spoke too soon about Boone as he takes out Joe Brony. No referee. And damn, Joe is ragdoll. Is Joe all right? That is an unnatural angle for a head to be turned. Unless you're Linda Blair. And look at this, Leon with brass knucks. And another tag into Leon. Referee down. Coleman catching Oscuro's attention. Joe, you all right? All right, that was weird. Keep an eye on that referee, man. We might. That was like nearly headless Nick over there for a moment. Connor. Double team action. Boone with a right hand and Connor Riley off that springboard drop kick. Boone reaching for the tag and Connor taking a second knee as he tries to take on the New End Nightmare standing on the apron. Reverse. Leon takes him up, drives him down. This could be it. We got a cover, and that is it right in front of Adam Boone. Boone let that one happen as the Shadow Syndicate pick up a victory over the War Raiders. Your winners, New End Nightmare, Leon Oscuro. The menace continues as the Shadow Syndicate continues through the MWA, CSW, WCW, and AoK Championship Wrestling. Slowly rebuilding as there has been rumbles of the return of CSW. We'll definitely keep you updated, and if you want to know more about that, let me learn how to use. I should have just had OTM do that. Check out the MWA Discord. Get all the news that is the news about the Marvelous Wrestling Alliance. And for your viewing pleasure and some light reading. As we get ready for an AoK Rules matchup, J. Anthony West, the Jaw Dropper, taking on one half of the Fighting Hinkledimers, Cletus J. Hinkledeimer. I don't know if he's a third or a half, maybe. Cletus J. Hinkledeimer and a half. Fucking sounds right. I mean, you ever talk to the man? I mean, by the way, his brother Omer T. Hinkledeimer getting his opportunity tonight. His number was drawn, kids. He is going up against El Monstro del Lago in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the AoK Hardcore Championship. Who's making all that noise? The Jaw Dropper, J. Anthony West. I don't care if he likes it or not. That's his nickname. I hope it goes over. I'm going to get told about it if not. Basically, I'm going to call him that until they tell me not to call him that, and then when they tell me to call him that, I'm still going to call him that. J. Anthony West won 1/4 of the newly formed, reformed, I guess, Dago Zoo, along with try that again. J. Anthony West, 1/4 of the Dago Zoo, as they have joined forces with Rocket Fuel to solidify as one unit known as the Dago Zoo. J. Anthony West, El Demonio, Grizz Kuklinski, and the cruise missile Johnny Cruz. The Dago Zoo. And he is going up against one of the toughest here in AoK, believe it or not. Cletus J. Hinkledeimer. Multi-time tag team champion. I couldn't even tell you how many times without being wrong. How many times he and his brother have been the world tag team champions. One of the longest reigning tag team champions out there. The Fighting Hinkledeimers. Oddly enough, though, the Hinkledeimers have not had the tag team titles anywhere in season 5 here. They've gone all the way through this season without picking up those tag team titles. J. Anthony West taking it right to the Hinkledeimer. The Hinkledeimer? You're damn right. J. Anthony lines him up, collar and elbow, up to the fireman's carry, all the way over to the ring apron. Guillotine. That's just a Saturday night for a Hinkledeimer. Hell, J. Anthony caught up here. Big knee to the ribs. Back to his feet as well. Back and forth with these two, evenly matched up. Hip toss by Cletus J. This is getting better than I thought it was going to be. Hold on a minute. Let me get situated. Shit. These motherfuckers looking to hurt each other. And we're here for it. We want violence. We want violence. I think I got the dog started. Sorry, puppy. Zeus, where are you at? Cat's like, who the fuck are you talking to, bro? What's up, Maeve? J. Anthony. Old school toe hold. We'll see that too much. We'll see more of that in season 6. Big right hand by Cletus J. Twin brothers. Sometimes I confuse them. Cletus J. calling the cows home. Boot to the face. Damn, Jay Anthony's face bouncing off the edge of our table. Extreme Rules, we got tables. Omer, hey, that almost hit me, bruh. Easy. It's not supposed to hurt, remember? A big reversal into the barricade. Just fill this chat up. What's going on tonight, man? What's everybody doing? What's the down low? And your loco. Just that's close enough to rhyming. I think you call that a false rhyme, but either way. Let's start with dinner, man. We ain't talked about food in what, 2 or 3 episodes? Let's talk some food. Y'all know what I had. Y'all know what I had. I had less than 20 minutes to get up in here, get something to eat, make sure the show is ready, put everybody in order, get that after dinner thing, and then you know, be here with you all. Now, that's what I got going on. Gaming, where you heading out to, man? Leaving for the summer? Like you're going away, like, for the whole summer? Like we ain't gonna talk to you this summer? Or you just ain't gonna be where you at for the summer? Next week? Going to Ohio? Ain't nothing in Ohio. You going to Ohio for? Nah, Ohio's alright. You can go see you can go find our boy CSW. You can go find Corner. Is that what's going on? You gonna room with Corner Studies for the summer? Help him get situated. Oh, gotcha. I'm just fucking with you. We got to cover. Hang tight. And only 2. And you get all summer there? That's cool. You did like a week-long summer camp once or twice growing up, but that's not really a city thing we get to do. I mean, I'm not city, don't get me wrong, but like we're rural city, you know what I mean? Like OTM, we kind of grew up out in like the country anyway. You know, like there's the city we live in is really, in my mind, just a really big town. You know what I mean? In my eyes, it's not that big of a city. I don't think it should be called a city, but it is. But that's really my home base. But I grew up outside of this in like a rural area. And Cletus J picking up a victory over the jaw dropper Jay Anthony. I ain't lying, man. I personally have been wrong about winners of matches in my head all night long, man. Get out of here with that. Line them up. Ooh, where we going? Click, click. We missed him. Where's he at? OTM, shame on you. Probably had to poop. Don't reply to her. Just get rid of her. Go away. Nobody wants you. Go away. Ban it. Go away. Mama don't even like you. Daddy said he don't know you. Your brother said he's an only child. Illegal commentators. Get out of here. Anyway. Grizz Kuklinski in action here tonight to take on a former War Raider. Good old Grandma's. Grandma coming in a pinch. Oh, honey, you just stay here. No sense in going back. You just stay here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm just mad I don't get to go nowhere for the summer, man. That's all. I'm just busting you because I'm jealous. Righteous. And again, Grandma coming in a pinch. I've spent a short time like that myself, bub. We moved out of state and then moved back, and when we moved back, we moved in with my grandma for a couple of times, a couple of bits, about a year or so, 6, 8 months, whatever it was. But yeah, it was a time, man. It was a time. That's what it's all. You get back into it, man. You know you can catch all of us. If you can't catch us live, you know you can catch the entirety of the MWA either in VODs when you get back, or you can catch it on the YouTube. You know there's an Ace of Knaves Entertainment. You know there's an I Am Pootie 227. And I am almost positive that Corner Studies is also up and running on his YouTube channel as well. Again, you can catch all that information over on the Discord on who is where, on what social media platforms, and how best to get caught up to date with all of the MWA, whether it's WCW on Monday Nitro or Thursday Night Thunder, Corner Studies on Hardcore TV, or whether it's AoK Championship Wrestling here Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, like clockwork. We are the MWA, and we are here to bring you the best in pixelated violence. On Twitch, we are lining up in Tawfik with a big spinning wheel kick. A clubbing blow to the back. This man is getting violent. Yeah, bringing that up, I have a few dates myself that I will not be available, that I won't be, and I'll post those on my Twitch schedule here when those dates get a little closer. But there's a few dates that I won't be able to be streaming. I won't be available for anything really. I have to be out of. It's a Sunday, and I believe, I can't promise the Wednesday, we'll see about that one, but there's Father's Day, there'll be no Father's Day stream, at least from AoK. I don't know if anybody else will be on that, but there's plans on that, and there's a date coming up sometime end of June that I won't be available. I possibly won't be up on, but to make up for that, you may see more AoK Championship Wrestling with more random setups as we get closer to launching Season 6. As of right now, 2K25 and AoK will go live roughly the end of May. That may change. That time frame could change. If a few more things line up on our end here, then I'll be able to possibly throw some more shows in, get Season 5 finished up for AoK WrestleMania, and then we can hit 2K25. And by golly, I'll tell you right now, the AoK roster that is on 2K25, those that have made the changeover, look absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Here we go, swinging under. Baseball bat in hand, and Grizz saves himself from the boot after getting the baseball bat removed from his possession. That might do it. Tawfik face first into the apron. And a 2 count. Only 2. Six Flags Over Ohio. Shh. Banger. Over the top. We're on the outside. And a right hand. Back in we go. Tawfik brings him in the hard way. Stands him back up. And a damn Samoan headbutt. Collar and elbow, Irish whip. Joe's surviving it here for us tonight through 3. Tawfik may have hurt himself on that one. Maybe the first time I seen a Samoan hurt his forehead. I mean, Six Flags across America, pretty much. I know Six Flags Over New Jersey and Six Flags Over Ohio are damn near similar. I mean, the Batman over in Jersey was. Oh, that might do it. Let me stop myself here. Tawfik picking up a victory over Grizz Kuklinski. That was a quick matchup. You heard the man, Tawfik Tanaka picking up the victory. As we are just a few episodes away from AoK Elimination Chamber. We haven't even spoken about that. We've been talking about WrestleMania coming up. We've been talking about Season 6. We are just a few days away. We're a week away. We ain't going to say no few days. We are 1 week away from the Elimination Chamber. And why is this saying? This is supposed to, wait a minute. This is supposed to be the Luchadorks against the Playmakers, the tag team champions. What the hell is the curse doing? Hold up. What the fuck is going on? God damn it. What is going on? Why does nobody tell me things? Bruh. We were slated here for the Playmakers and the Luchadorks. And see, Ramadan Steve, Smoke Maximus. Yeah, see, the Luchador. That's what I fucking thought. That's what I said. Damn it, don't tell. Oh, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. The Cursed. I guess replacing the Luchadorks in this matchup. The referee going to allow it. I guess we're going to have this impromptu matchup here. I don't suppose the titles are still up, huh? No? That's cool. That's cool. Ramadan Steve and Smoke Maximus to take on Maston Harmon. What's your problem? Ain't nobody talking about that. You just... What is going... Why is my... You good? I'm not sure what that's all about. And John Cena up in here pushing buttons on my controllers. That was weird. Smoke Maximus, Maston Harmon starting out. We are outside the ring. I see Joe Brony getting a chance to take a break here. I didn't see what referee we have. I can't see what referee we have. I can see what referee we have. Give me this. I'm going to back this up. Who is that? Who's that? That ain't a referee. Who's this? Who's this guy? Smoke Maximus. Looking to make this a quick victory on a countout. As he drills Maston Harmon into the barricade. We're going to get ourselves a double countout on this. Nah, Smoke said ain't no way. Ain't no way. Matter of fact, no, doesn't make it in. First title defense for the Playmakers. That's some funny shit. That's funny. Ramadan Steve and Smoke Maximus letting the curse know they ain't no match. They ain't no match for the Playmakers. Outsmarted, outwitted, and the Luchadorks unfortunately got cheated out of their opportunity here tonight. Let's head on through. Ladies, action coming up next. Wildcat, Paige Ramirez. Extreme Rules matchup. As we wait for somebody in the back of the truck to push a button. Push the button. Push the button. Alright, listen, so the ad break's going to end in about 20 seconds, right? So when these guys come back, everybody shout, happy birthday. Alright, I'm going to count down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just whatever. It's cool. We're going to get in here to ringside. The Wildcat. To take on Paige Ramirez. Zero reason. Just to be weird. Just to be weird, man. Like a surprise party, but nothing going on. You know what I mean? Just to welcome you guys back into the chat from the ad break. But the timing is off from the countdown to when the ad break actually stops, apparently. So you guys are actually back before the countdown says that the ad break is ending. You don't see the countdown, but I does. And Paige Ramirez, one half of the Ramirez sisters, as they are known, former tag team champion. And as it may not be known, but Wildcat was one half of the tag team, the last women's tag team champions here in AoK. We no longer have that title, but Wildcat was one half of the tag team champions before we felt it necessary to retire that after her tag team partner, Carrie Wells, tragically passed away when she got her head stuck in a pickle jar. So we had to let that. We felt best to just put those titles to rest. Anyway, here we go. I'm not sure why the ring's bouncing the way it is, but we're going to start it off. Paige with a big right hand and a snap suplex. Taking control of this matchup against Wildcat. Scoops her up. Up to the shoulder and down over the top rope. Wildcat goes for the senton, but gets a set of knees into her back. And Ramirez one more time to the rope. This time a set of snake eyes. Big knee to the face. Huge splash, and again, this time Wildcat. A little bit of a receipt, so to speak. Drop kick. The whip into the ropes. And a right hand by Wildcat. Tries the senton a second time. And Paige showing how well she's scouted this opponent. Wildcat, the series of headbutts all the way down to the mat, keeping her opponent in the corner. Where's she going? Where's she going? Where's she going? Asking for a table, gets a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and right into the hands of Paige Ramirez. We got a hook of the leg, a pinfall attempt, and a 2 count. Shot to the skull. And Wildcat back to her feet, somehow back to her feet, and still fighting. Ropes her up. DDT right on the baseball bat. We got a stop sign. That ain't... Yep, that's real. Look at that dent. And she folded that thing around her head. Into the steps, reverses it. Wildcat. Winds up on the wrong end of that attempt. Backs it up. Paige. Nah, don't put that damn thing on my desk. Don't put it on the... God damn it. I apologize for any pinning combination that goes on that we missed because Paige and 2K don't know how to correctly line up camera angles. And, well, you'll see. Here we go. Outside the ring, Paige around to the other side. We got another light tube. Shattered on the face of Wildcat. Again to the barricade, or into the ladder. Look at this, Paige. From a deadlift here on the concrete. And just lets her drop. Being real slow about all this. Somebody want to do something? Referee Joe back in this action for us. And another light tube. And this one busted over the head of Paige. Blocks the lift attempt. Into the hammerlock. Nice reversal there. Big back elbow and a running forehead. That headbutt may have done it. Only 2. Another light tube. Another light tube. Man. Straight to the face. With that baseball bat. That barbed wire right across the forehead. And Paige digs deep to get the shoulder up. And now Wildcat going to start working on the lower extremities. No, Paige battles back, gets back to her feet. Torture rack. Can she hold it? Torture rack driver. We may have a cover. This may be a victory. Not yet. Wildcat. Enough to get the shoulder up, but is there anything left in the tank at all? Trash can sent in. Barbed wire bat gets taken from Wildcat. And then dumped outside of the ring. This matchup has slowly gotten more and more brutal as Paige tries to get the crowd behind her here at the AoK Arena, but the Pittsburgh place here just ain't cutting it. Crossbody. Damn, trash can to the face. And the Wildcat turning up the aggression. And another pinfall attempt. Hooks the leg. And only two. Back up a clothesline. Ramirez trying to find a second wind. Huge spot. Spotch? Ah, you heard me. Right in the corner. Swing and a miss. Face first. The big shoulder tackle, and again another attempt. Boots in the corner. Paige stomping the proverbial mud hole. She thinks she's got it here. Drapes the arms, sets her up high. Deadlift squat. Vertical suplex to end it. That showed off a little too much. She's a little slow getting up herself. Where's she going now? Where's she going? What's the deal up the dealio? Yo. Steel chair, wedging it into the corner. Double chicken wang. Face first, almost smashing that tube. Almost ain't enough, as Paige makes sure it happens. One more time, taking the ride from the torture rack. No, Wildcat reverses it. Turns it into a reverse bulldog. And she is outside the ring. I'm not sure what she's looking for here. Stop sign in hand. Blocked. And sent into the ladder. Face first across that steel bridge. And again, Paige keeping her opponent high above her head. And for the second time tonight, dropping her face first on the concrete. Table brought into this matchup. I don't know what else they can beat each other with. Paige having something to say to Wildcat before getting back under the ring apron and perhaps finding more goodies. Another Sylvania light bulb. Damn. I don't know if we've had that many light bulbs in a match before. Like, where are they all coming from? I know we've had matches with a lot of light bulbs, but this one seems like an excessive amount. Like you got like a small pallet under there, or... Again with that driver. And we got... Wow. This matchup is going to continue. Are you kidding me? Damn, what a power slam. And then the trash can. Paige is frustrated as you can get here. Now Wednesday will be Elimination Chamber will be Wednesday night at 9. As far as I know. I think I counted that right. I hope so. If not, we're going to have to rush a match or two. Nah, we should be, man, like I said, you know where to find us if you need to catch up. And Wildcat taking Paige off her feet and getting the 3 count after a hard-fought match. A hell of a match. Paige coming up short against Wildcat as we get ready for more violence in a kendo stick match. Coming up next as the Hero takes on KX. There's a lot going on here. And while we're talking about the Elimination Chamber, let me throw out those who are in the Elimination Chamber. Vulgar the Clown. Actually, do I even have everybody in here? Or do we still... Wait a minute. Do I still have... Who do I know for sure? Let's do that, because I may not have everybody in here. Of course, the world champion Jack Reason will be involved. Vulgar the Clown will be there. Torrance Benjamin will be there. And the Iron Man Ken Bouchard will be there. I'm not sure of the final 2. I got to double check that. Women's Chamber. Lilith, Mama Logan, of course the world champion Zoe Yuri, and we will find out later tonight whether it will be Megalodon or Bessie joining those women inside the chamber, and we will verify those other 2 as well. Kendo stick matchup. The only weapon under the ring will be kendo sticks. Again, these 2 have faced off numerous times across the MWA. As they have battled in WCW and now here in AoK. Their first meeting was in a triple threat match alongside Griffin Reed. Reed coming out the victor there. Last Sunday night, the Hero defeating Chris Chaos in one-on-one action. He will face KX here now as they both battle their way up through the ranks here of AoK, looking for that next opportunity at Championship Gold. And KX just coming up short last Elimination Chamber from becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. won his qualifying match, entered the chamber, and came up short, allowing allowing IKB to enter or to leave the chamber as world champion. Tonight it is one-on-one against the Hero. This matchup has nothing to do with the Elimination Chamber. It's just that that's what we're talking about. It was his last year's qualification match. This year, no go for him. As this grudge match between KX and the Hero gets ready to kick off here tonight. AoK Championship Wrestling. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. Thank you for joining us in the chat and keeping everything going forward here with us at AoK. Join my friends, my brothers on the mic. I am Pooty227. And Corner Studies Wrestling, collectively known as the MWA, the Rust Belt Territories. We're going to lock it up, center of the ring. KX with the Irish Whip, reversed by Hero, moves out of the way. And again, these two showing how well they know each other here. As I said, they've battled it back and forth across the MWA. They know each other. And KX seen that clothesline coming. As smaller stature, able to get within that arm's reach and catch him with that right hand. We are outside the ring. Kendo stick, swing and a miss. Hero eats a boot. Reverses it. Into the barricade. Into the referee. And a huge full Nelson power slam. Fisherman hook. Gets a 2 count. KX. Looking for his spot. The Hero steps through underneath with the hammerlock, back elbow, gets KX free. Into the steel steps, and this matchup gonna slowly get a little more violent as KX back under for another kendo stick. And again, the Hero able to avoid contact with that Singapore cane. Into the referee for the second time. Hero ought to be glad that this is a no disqualification matchup. The referee would have called him twice now. Looked like a crossroads. And KX getting the 1 count. Super kick to the chest. Both feet landing square in the chest as we're going to say as we head up the ramp, but we're going to go back in the ring. KX putting it on display here. Boots to the head, and he is lining something up. Rolls out of the way. The Hero catches him with a clothesline. That's what I said when I first saw him. I was surprised he didn't show up on a light cycle. We got to cover. We got to bust it open KX. And we got a 3 count. I am going to question that crossroads on the concrete. And give him the victory. KX taking the fall here tonight as the Hero celebrates a victory. What's up, IKB? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us as we get ready for our first of 2 title matches tonight. As Omer T. Hinkledeimer gets his opportunity at the hardcore title one more time. I think that was the Hinkledeimer that was the hardcore champion. Was it the Hinkledeimer that was the hardcore champion? I feel like, was it Omer? I gotta look. Hang tight. Let me see what's going on. Hardcore. I think they both have at some point, perhaps. Nah, it was Omer. Well, yeah, they both have been at some point. Omer was the first of the 2. Cletus J picking it up back in November, where Omer, a long time ago, all the way back in August, he snagged it up. Ah, you were my 5th. You were my number 4. Or number 5. Oh, shit. The Hinkledeimers ain't nothing to, what? Wu-Tang through and through. Omer T, the prettier of the 2 Hinkledeimer twins. Looking to leave here tonight as the hardcore champion. Got his Carhartt work gloves on. Ah. Well, they're twins. You can copy them and change the beards out. Wonder what it is. Boot, shirt. There ain't too much different from them. Maybe a beard. El Monstro del Lago. You're a hardcore champion. Again, easiest title to get, the hardest one to hold on to. And El Monstro del Lago. Is over his short time frame here been numerous damn it, I can't talk tonight. Numerous champions around his waist, as he was the season 5 Intercontinental Champion. He first to capture that title at the beginning of this season, coming in with it. Oh, hey, Maeve. Former MWA Rust Belt Champion, taking that title off of Ramadan Steve, the inaugural Rust Belt Champion. I guess we're going to let Wayne Kerr do a little bit of talking here. El Monstro del Lago, a monster of Lake Erie. This lake creature, one half of the Guardians alongside Bessie. Handing over the title to Joe Brony. Gonna get Omer. Gonna give it to Omer to take a good look at it here. As this matchup gets ready to get set to go. Ringing the bell, and El Monstro with a vicious lariat. Huge release German suplex. And we're going to go outside with a big right hand. Del Lago just digging in. Big side slam here, and man, Omar T with a big boot. I was going to say Omar T getting smacked around here, but he's fighting back fairly well. Swinging leg breaker. Steps over, right hands. Big right hands. And a massive power bomb here on the outside. As Del Lago gets under the ring, comes back out with the Louisville Slugger. Omar puts the brakes on, follows it up with just pure violence. Now, they tried a couple times, but hey, sometimes that happens. The Kumbaya match doesn't get a whole lot of under ring action. Seems like the best bet is an Extreme Rules match instead of doing anything else. But some of these matches I want falls count anywhere, and you can't do that in Extreme Rules. It's a mess. Limited by the technology that they are giving us. And we shall bow and worship it as we are told. Do not question what your eyes see. Do not believe what your ears hear. There is no revolution. There we go. Anyway, I'm back. And again with those wave breakers across the face and chest of Omar T. Hinkeldimer. Wrist clutch. A second clothesline. And a third for good measure. Good night. That may do it. Omar kicking out at 2. Back to his feet. Steel chair coming in, but blocked. Omar dodging a bullet with that. You see the fatigue starting to wear on these two. There's a kendo stick for you. Across the gut and across the butt. Shattered. And Omar T, keeping this hardcore tradition alive, comes back with the steel chair. And a hard hit. Looking to walk out here the second time hardcore champion. And there, blasted across the face. Pause. Big boot to the belly. Boot to the midsection, doubles up. Gourd buster suplex. Omar looking to snag up the title. Joe Brony a little out of position, gets a 2 count. Looking for some cattle mutilation. Looking to make it El Monstro. Looking to make him submit, but no go on that one. Omer reversed, puts the brakes on before he can hit the post. But El Monstro folds him in half with that suplex. Huge clothesline. And the fighting Hinkeldimer rolls him up again. And that's it. That's it. He can only tap his toes to give up his submission. And we got a new hardcore champion for his second reign. Omer T. Hinkeldimer. Good night to be a Hinkeldimer, boy. Listen, man, if these two offer you anything to drink out of a jug tonight, don't do it. Cletus J winning his match against the jaw dropper J. Anthony West. And as we just witnessed, the new hardcore champion, Omer T. Hinkeldimer. Extreme Rules matchup. This will be a women's qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. One of these two women will get the opportunity tonight to be a part of that hellacious structure of glass and steel known as the Elimination Chamber. Will it be Bessie? We just witnessed her partner, her tag partner, her swimming partner, her fucking scuba instructor, El Monstro del Lago, the other half of the Guardians. La Serena del Lago getting an opportunity for the women's world title. If she can win this match, she will be entered into the Elimination Chamber. We're going to let Wayne Kerr handle some of this as Megalodon makes her way through. Megalodon scaring off small children here. Choo, choo, choo. Qualifying match, Elimination Chamber. Let's get this one started. And there's a ring of the bell. Collar and elbow tie up. Meg pulls her back in for a huge headbutt. And Bessie using those educated kicks to get some distance, but Meg just closed in with raw power. Hurricane Rana by Bessie. Megalodon showing surprising speed and agility here. Choke slam. Crushing forearm across the face. And a knee to the back of the head. Megalodon looking to make quick work of that. Yeah, I had made a couple adjustments over here. DDT. Or not. God damn it. There's a power driver. And we got ourselves a stop sign. Missing with the headbutt. DDT. Did she catch? I'm pretty sure she caught that stop sign with that. And Megalodon walks right into that steel chair. Brutal shots, and that woman is back to her feet and delivering just straight ass loads of punishment. Torture rack. Into a cutter. Megalodon in control of this matchup at the moment as she goes looking under the ring apron. Coming back with a trash can. And Bessie took the opportunity to run with it. I'm not sure what just happened there. Everybody down. Can we get around here real quick? Not sure what happened there. Kind of fell behind the ring. As Bessie drags the table out. Megalodon trying to get back to her feet. Kick to the hamstring. A back rake through the leather. Whatever. Up on the shoulder. Look at this. Onto the table. Megalodon. And a drop kick to follow it up. And we're going to head back in. I wish you guys would have kept fighting up through the ramp. That'd been great. Megalodon again, back in control. She heads back in the ring. Bessie still on the outside. We're going to come back outside with the stop sign. Slams it against the side of the head of Bessie. And another Hurricane Rana. Just missing with that stop sign. And we are back inside the ring. Back and forth this matchup has been. And they have found just about every item under the ring to beat each other with. Megalodon. Big right hand gets her out of the corner. And that's got to be it. Nah, she ain't done yet. That may do it. Jackknifed her into the mat. And Megalodon will be going to the Elimination Chamber. One week away. The Elimination Chamber just around the corner. And Megalodon will be a part of that inside one of the pods. As we get ready for the National Championship. Defense of Buddy Marvelous as he goes one-on-one against the good Reverend Ripper. National title up for grabs on this one. And we're going to let this get kicked off here just as soon as they give us a red button. You'll be glad to know that. Make sure you're following Buddy Marvelous, the Marvelous Wrestling Alliance, the namesake. And Bud Marvelous, of course, helping get AoK off the ground, helping get AoK started in the right direction. Make sure you guys are following each other across the MWA. If you're in chat, give each other a follow, man. You never know what you're going to find. I'm going to go radio silent for one moment as Reverend Ripper makes his way in, as will the national champion, Bud Marvelous.
Introducing the champion from out of this world, weighing in at 253 pounds, the national champion, A-list.
Thank you, OTM. The A-lister, Buddy Marvelous. TLC matchup. National championship hanging above the ring. One of these two men have to climb the ladder, unhook the belt, to become the national champion or to retain the national championship. A-lister ready to go for season 6, 2K25 added to the roster. The good Reverend will also return to carry on his legacy here in AoK. Damn, that's a pretty belt. Good Reverend lined up. Bud Marvelous ready to defend. Let's ring the bell, get this thing started. No bell ring? Okay. We don't get a bell for this one. Damn. Knee to the face. We are outside the ring. The good Reverend looking to find a seat. And they're just going to battle it out here, man. We're just going to battle it out right here beside us. I don't know if I can get a camera around there in time or not. I don't think I need to. Look at this. Reverend chasing Bud Marvelous the whole way around the ringside area. Vicious clothesline. Reversed again. I didn't build that. That was something I found that somewhere in Community Creations and then just modified the AoK logo to it. I think it's like an AEW title or something. Did the same thing with my Intercontinental title. I just replaced the WWF title on, or logo on it, and I believe you are right. Well, I know you're right. There's no believing to it. Like, I know you're right on that. Nuh-uh, he hasn't held the women's title. I mean, he might have. Well, there was that time he dressed up as Morgan Quinn and defended her title for it. I'm just kidding. Defended her title. Locks it up, drops it down. And the Ripper. Some open palm strikes. Psalms. Open psalm strikes. And the good Reverend putting the knees to the back of Bud Marvelous. Beating the bejesus out of him. Whip into the corner, low blow to the gut. Into the ropes, not into the corner. You know, you've seen where he went. I don't need to correct myself. Right. Yeah, for Christ's sake, read the Bible. Big boot. Good golly. Almost kicked that man into purgatory. Drives him down. That may do it. We might be looking at a new champion. And the Ripper ain't done. The good Reverend setting up the crucifix. Marvelous having none of it. And locks in the Marvelous Sleeper. Good night, Marvelous Dreams applied. We could be seeing it. He could be holding on to it. Nah, the Ripper finds a way out and continues the assault on the national champion. Ripper gonna make that climb, stairway to heaven. All the way up. Reaching for it. Marvelous. Taking his time making the attempt. He better hurry the hell up. Oh, he punched him right in a couple of times. He made sure he got both of them, or all three of them. And the Ripper taken off the ladder. Marvelous. Looking to retain that championship. And I believe it is just a matter of time here as the Ripper. No time to lose. Because it's too late. You already lose. Bud Marvelous with the retention of the national championship. There you have it, the main event come and gone. As the A-lister Marvelous Buddy Marvelous picks up another victory as the national champion. Let's see what's what here tonight. Leon Oscuro picking up the victory for his team over Adam Boone and Connor Riley. Cletus J. Hinkledeimer taking off the jaw dropper J. Anthony West as that Extreme Rules match leaning in the favor of the Hinkledeimer. Tawfik getting a victory over Grizz Kuklinski. Ramadan Steve and Smoke Maximus, the World Tag Team Champions, picking up a victory via countout over the Cursed. Wildcat over Page. The Hero over KX. Omer T. Hinkledeimer, your new hardcore champion. Megalodon entering the Elimination Chamber, and Bud Marvelous retaining his national title. Let's head to the next show and let's see where our power rankings fall. Look at that. Look how close we are. One episode away. That's an unfortunate change of events right there. I'm not sure what the fuck we're looking at. I'm not sure what happened. Good golly, what a mess up that would be. Just everybody for everybody on that one. Let's go to the power rankings. We'll come back to that. It was horrifying. The Hero ranked number 1 here in AoK power rankings. Griffin Reed rocking the number 2. The New End Nightmare moving to number 3 with Larry the Hippie, the Intercontinental Champion, at number 4. Mama Logan falling to number 5 from number 1. Lilith at number 6. Megalodon moving to number 7. Women trying to take over the top 10 here. And El Monstro del Lago at number 8. Smoke Maximus, number 9, your World Tag Team Champion. Tofik debuting tonight at number 10. Buddy Marvelous at number 11. Cletus J. Hinkledeimer moving to number 12 with his brother right behind him, the Hardcore Champion, at number 13. Dean Graves at number 14. Vulgar the Clown 3/4 of the way in at number 15. Wildcat moving to 16. James Coleman with the night off for the most part at number 17. Chris Chaos number 18 with Thomas Page at 19. Adam Boone rounds out the top 20 with Pandinas being your honorable mention. And I'm not sure about this Reverend Ripper Amadeus. I'm not sure what the hell monstrosity we're about to witness. We're going to move on from there. Chris Chaos, Grizz Kuklinski, and Adam Boone. Maybe. James Coleman and El Demonio. That might be a fun match, actually. Listen, I'm not going to book that match. But I'm going to keep an eye out for this match again. We're not going to book it per se, but we're going to keep an eye on that match. Larry the Hippie and Torrance Benjamin, maybe. Dean Graves, New End Nightmare, Johnny Cruz, and Connor Riley. It depends on what we do with Boone. Omer T. Hinkledeimer and El Monstro del Lago. We're not having a rematch. Piper Ramirez, Josh Blackwell, Megalodon, Kenny Dell. We might do an intergender mix-up. Zoe Yuri and Lilith, not for the title. We might just have them beat each other up. Tank, J. Anthony West, Maston Harmon, and Griffin Reed. There's a lot of these matches we're not going to see. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's a lot of these matches where, almost none of these matches, really. Almost none of them. Almost none. Take a look at our champions real quick. Jack Reason, our World Heavyweight Champion, followed by the Intercontinental Champion, Larry the Hippie. Tag Team Champions, the Playmakers, Ramadan Steve and Smoke Maximus. Zoe Yuri, longtime reigning Women's Champion. You just saw it in, man. You just saw him in action. The National Championship, carried by Buddy Marvelous. And of course, the Hardcore title changing hands tonight to fall back into the grasp of the Fighting Hinkledeimers. Money in the Bank up for grabs at some point. But that is all the time I got tonight, kids. It has been a blast. I appreciate everybody stopping in, watching the show, hanging out with us here on AoK Championship Wrestling. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. And I will see you again tomorrow. If I am not mistaken, I am Pootie227 bringing you Thursday Night Thunder tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Don't quote me on that, but it'd be a good time to check in with the MWA here on Twitch. So until then, friends, one more time, I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. You are watching AoK Championship Wrestling. What's that? What do you want? We could maybe do something like that, or just throw them up on a matchup. Actually, we could take a look at somebody who didn't make it through the that's the word I'm thinking of. The ones that didn't make it through the tournament. We could take the losers, go through the losers end of the tournament, and see who came up short there that could get opportunities, almost like a secondary roundup. But yeah, we could see something like that, something to take place at the Elimination Chamber next Wednesday. So yeah, we might see a whole lot of number one contenders matches coming up here. So you guys enjoy your day tomorrow, wherever you may be. I know where some of you will be. I know where some of you should be. I know where some of you are going. And I know some of you are lost. But remember, all that wonder are not lost. Sometime it just goes that way. Till then, my friends, take care of yourselves, take care of one another. And don't forget to wash behind your ears. I am out.